Looks like I'm living rent-free in your heads again, huh? I mean, if you're gonna spend your days obsessing over me, you might as well start calling me something respectable. Maybe Daddy Shizzy, or better yet, Papa Nut. Who's the grown-up here? Alright, it's me. Let's go. Call me Daddy, yeah, that's who I am. Running your mind's like a master plan. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, take your pick. I'm rolling in your thoughts while you still act sick. Call me Daddy, it's what you mean. Why you chase the crust and I take the lead? Living rent-free, that's my name. Go ahead, say it, put some respect on your name. Man, I'm too old, well here's a surprise. I'm the one with the brains while you're stuck with the lies. You act like you're experts, but here's the reality. I'm the one controlling your mental reality. So while you're out there trying to throw shade, I'm sipping coffee and you're feeling betrayed. You're mad, I got the spotlight, now it's my time. So why not call me Daddy or Papa with a rhyme? I'm the landlord and you're just the tenants, stuck in your headspace with no insight, no repentance. Call me Daddy, you know it's true. You'd be lost without me, stuck in the glue. Call me Daddy, I'm holding your mind while you're scrambling, trying to find what's behind. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, don't you see? You're living in my world now, I'm the VIP. Call me Daddy, just let it be. While you're trying to figure out your own identity. Oh, I see you're confused, trying to get it right, spinning your wheels while I'm out of sight. You think you've got it figured, but you got it all wrong. I've been running your minds all along. But sure, keep pretending you don't care. Keep saying you're done, but I'm still in the air. You got no choice but to bow to my name. Daddy Shizzy is here to own the game. You say you don't watch, but you're obsessed. Every word I say puts you to the test. Call me Daddy, Papa Nut, you know you should. Because I've been living rent-free, and you know it feels good. Shizzy Daddy, all in your headspace, and there's no escape. Good luck with that.
And oh man, what a beautiful evening, all you fine folks. How you doing tonight? Hey Squid, how you doing? Joanne Hogman. Oh my gosh, you guys are just piling on in here. See, this is what happens whenever Megan does an early stream. Oh God, that was so good tonight. I mean, this afternoon, it was really good. If you hadn't seen that, oh my, oh my, oh my. Stuff they had is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Mine doesn't even come close to comparing to that at all. I can guarantee you whatsoever. It is awesome. Maybe not. Woo! Yes. Well, you get to start this bad boy out right here with the...
Welcome to the shit show. Every single day. A new flavor of fuckery, cause everybody's such, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of twats. Monday, bullshit. Tuesday, bullshit. Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, balderdash, poppycock, politics, and fuckery. Yeah, all over again.
Yes, thank you, maybe not, and welcome. Or old members coming back. Thank you so much. Good to see all you guys. Yes, it is a little bit early tonight. I was going to go on much earlier, but I had a lot of stuff to take care of, and tomorrow's going to be a crazy one also. I don't know what time I'll be starting tomorrow, but it'll be good. Happy to help make the haters mad. Oh, well, thank you, Audrey. We love it whenever the haters are angry, because they tend to make a lot of mistakes whenever they get all frustrated and worked up and slathered and just...
Welcome to the shit show. Every single day.
Thank you, Audrey.
A new flavor
appreciate you.
fuckery, 'cause everybody's such, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of flies. Monday, bullshit, Tuesday, bullshit, Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, bald, dash, poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery. Yeah, we're all over again.
Oh, yes, so much. Good evening, Kippy Tavern. How you doing, Patty? And I also want to say a thank you to the wonderful Deborah Baker for the Cash App super chat. Thank you so much, and love you too, sweetheart. I really appreciate it. It is my pleasure to entertain you guys, and for the next bit, I get to entertain you some more. Send cake with hacksaw blades. Well, there you go, Valor. Valor, how you doing, brother? Good to see you, and most definitely welcome. I can't do that all night. If I did that all night, I would end up, and I'll give you the first part of it, Valor, because if I do it all night, then all that'll happen is it'll just be one big shit show.
Welcome to the shit show.
Valor.
Every single day, a new flavor of fuckery, 'cause everybody sucks, you see. And
There you go, Valor. I got you, brother. I got you. If you haven't checked out Valor's stuff, he does a lot of parody songs, and he has a blast doing it. So go check his stuff out. It's awesome. Him and Raz have been just hitting that stuff like crazy. So go enjoy it. Go absolutely enjoy it, please. Good to see ya. Maybe. Oh yes. So here is what I've got for you guys today. Now, this is an old case, a pretty old case. It is the Lips and Chartine Vera, Stephen Valdosa, Beth DiGiorgio, Hubert Kyle Fletcher, Fletcher Law Firm. Now, she brought this lawsuit against them, and these were some of the exhibits that were submitted. And that's what we're going to be going over today. The shit show. More people need a sense of humor. Absolutely. Got to have a sense of humor. And that's what this place is. I'm here to entertain and humor you as much as possible. And I hope that you find fun in what I do, because I find fun in doing what I do. So as long as you're having fun, that makes it even more enjoyable. Thank you so much. I got you. Look at how glittery that thing is. It's like a disco ball. Thank you, Sue Scott. I appreciate it. Yes, this is the place. This is an absolute shit show most of the time. So what this is it was some exhibits that were put in there. And I sort of wanted to show the kind of things that attorneys, retired attorneys or permanently retired attorneys, not eligible to practice law in the state of Florida until they get approval, to show the kind of shenanigans that they play and see if some of this stuff doesn't sound quite familiar. So it comes now, defendant Chartine Vera. I think I'm saying that Chartine submits these exhibits F through S. Now, I'll also go on to say this was another one of those cases that was voluntarily dismissed. So on February 4th, 2021, so it shows you how far back this goes, text from plaintiff to defendant 5 days after defendant quit her job as plaintiff firm administrator and paralegal, stating plaintiff will sabotage any future job offers received by defendant, disparaging public Google reviews by plaintiff, referring to defendant as a criminal. She still represents defendant in a family matter. Plaintiff was hired by defendant in September 2020 to represent her in a hearing resulting from defendant's arrest and release with no charges. March 4, 21, text from client to plaintiff defendant 2 weeks after defendant quit her job working for plaintiff, wearing client guys behind an untrackable telephone number due to fear of plaintiff's retaliation, states how plaintiff incorrectly came to the conclusions that are the basis of plaintiff's complaint. March 3rd, Florida bar complaint filed by Chartine. Bar complaints, huh? March 18th, subpoena for defendant to testify before Judge Pollack. On May 6, 21, regarding allegations of plaintiff involvement in assisting and coaching her client in the kidnapping of clients and estranged minor child across state lines from Florida to New Mexico. Order dated November 20th, 2020, finding plaintiff Federico's misrepresentations to the court. Email to Judge Beamers containing fake email addresses for all defendants. This is the continued type of attorney behavior that has brought her under scrutiny with the Florida bar in at least 5 recent pending Florida bar complaints. April 7th, 2021, affidavit regarding plaintiff's misrepresentation of the court of guardianship case of D. Keegan Ward. Another post by her circa 2 months prior to filing the subject complaint, where she expressed great satisfaction with Chartine's performance as her firm administrator and paralegal. Text messages from plaintiff's husband, wherein he also confirms that she was owed $7,000, $5,000 in back pay that was due and only owing since February 1st, 21, never paid, plus $2,000 in reimbursement of expenses. See the Exhibit A. Motion to dismiss complaint on the 21st, wherein plaintiff further confirmed this factual information in writing. A copy of the check issued to defendant constituting partial payment of the $7,000, which I've blocked out. There were certain things that I wasn't going to show. Exhibit Q, March 24th, filed a petition for injunction for protection against defendant. In support of same, plaintiff made the following statement as part of response. Respondent emailed me 3 times demanding I pay her $7,000, which I never owed her. So she suddenly claimed I need to pay her this money or she will blackmail me. She made the above statements and attested to the truth of her statements when signed the certification to it reads, I have read every statement made in this petition and know that it's punishable. Amended notice of hearing filed by defendant for motions to dismiss complaint with certificate of compliance supporting documentation. Exhibit S, notice of unavailability, purporting she's not available on June 14th. And she said that it's just a certification. Here is Exhibit F. The next job offer you get, I will make sure your employer know exactly who you are. You are truly insane. You will never get a job in the legal field again. Not after I tell everyone what you are doing, Honey Badger Papa Nudges. 11 months, what do you think? Raspberries to the ecosystem? How's that? Is that good enough for the raspberries? Thank you so much. Palmer, Archer, Homestead. Yes, most definitely. I think 11 months. We catch you next month. We will get you a beautiful birthday. You have a birthday. I know somebody's birthday is going to be happening very soon if it already hasn't. Birthdays are a wonderful time of year. And of course, Sue Scott says shit show more people need more sense of humor. Absolutely, Sue Scott. That is absolutely true. I think I already caught you on this, but I'm old and what is it that I was called? Old and no, I think it was just called I was a drunk or alcoholic or something like that. It's like, damn it, I've been complaining to the wrong bar. Oh, when I saw that, it killed me today. Oh my gosh, I forgot all about some of that stuff. And we've got Exhibit G. And it says, excellent attorney, professional, experience, accessible, hands down, if needed one. Is a consummate advocate. She knows what it's like to be in the client situation. Why? Because she's been client with one distinctive difference. She's a trailblazer in the legal profession. Exhibit H. Chartine, you're a brave woman. Sorry, I want no part of this and will no longer engage. Leslie, you are completely unprofessional. I don't know who this is, and I don't want to know for legal purposes, but please accept my sincere gratitude for your words. It's been a difficult couple of weeks seeing the hurtful things that are circulating about me, but I will continue to stand up for what I believe in at any cost. Thank you kindly. Not sure what you're talking about. I have not done anything unprofessional. However, before you make allegations, you might want to know what Shartine has done unprofessionally to me. Leslie, I'm one of your current clients, and what you're doing is completely unprofessional. I can definitely understand where you want to protect yourself, but you have around more than one of your clients, and people are upset and want justice for the longest time. Now you have been chewing more than you can chew, and it has been at the cost of your clients. How can you expect your clients not to be upset? These people were people wants to stay behind you very firmly, but you started to demonstrate unethical behaviors. I'm hiding behind this number because if I don't feel that you will withdraw from my case because I'm voicing my opinion. Also, when I said that Kyle was involved, I didn't mean that he was involved in doing any kind of collaboration with your current clients and former employees. From what I've read, he is representing one of your clients in a stalking case. Exhibit I. Complaint on her. This is the complaint. Lips instructed me, her paralegal at the time, to assist one of her clients with what I later found out constitutes parental abduction of a minor child across state lines from Florida to New Mexico. Signed, Shartine. Bar complaint 1. This was her complaint. Lips instructed me, her paralegal at the time, to assist one of her clients. What I later found out constitutes parental abduction of a minor child across state lines from Florida to New Mexico. Facts. A current client of Lips, whose initials VL, hereafter referred to as VL, contacted me on my cell phone to advise me that her minor daughter had been thrown out of the father's house that day with no food, money, clothing, or phone. The minor child resided with the father in Pinellas County, Florida, per court order. The mother resides in New Mexico and resided there at the time of this occurrence. VL expressed to me she did not know what to do to ensure her daughter's safety, and I stated that I didn't either and that I would contact Miss Lips to find out what to do. I had then immediately contacted her on her cell phone and explained what VL had told me. She said this to me. This is her chance to tell VL to pick up her daughter. Tell her to Uber the child to my house or yours. During numerous conversations between Lips and myself, Miss Lips told me that the child was being SA'd by the father. She further instructed me to tell VL not to disclose to the father that anyone knew where the child was, nor to disclose her intent to pick up the child. She instructed me on what to tell VL to text the father who was searching for his daughter. I did exactly as I was instructed by her. I called back VL and told her what Miss Federico's advisor to do. VL arranged for an Uber to pick up her child and drive her to my residence. Sorry. And Miss Federico's responded by text. My mother and my father were visiting me that day and witnessed the phone call to where she instructed me to take the child because she said we have to help her. She's being SA'd. Wouldn't you want someone to do that for your child? Later that evening, she posted on Facebook that she goes to great lengths for her clients, lengths no matter what attorney would do. Well, approximately at 5:30, the child arrived on my doorstep. I gave her clean clothes, went out and bought her new underwear, pajamas, toothbrush. I gave her dinner and prepared a futon for her to sleep on. My 3 children were home when she arrived. I explained to them why this child was in our home. These 2 people and I texted extensively, as did Miss Federico's and I. Miss Federico's instructed me on how to tell the client to text the father in order to keep the plans of abducting her daughter a secret from him. Evidence will be provided upon request. I'm currently waiting for the entirety of the text messages to and from her, documenting her instructions to me from my cell phone provider. I will submit them under separate cover. And I gifted another membership. Thank you so much, Fallen Hero. And I'll do this for all you guys right here. Thank you so much.
Welcome to the shit show.
Oh, for you.
Every single day. A new flavor of fuckery. Cause everybody's such, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of clots. Monday, bullshit. Tuesday, bullshit. Wednesday, And then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, bold, dash, poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery. It's all over again.
Yes, thank you. Oh, so much. At approximately 4 p.m., VL contacted me to advise me she had arrived in Orlando, Florida, asked me to drive her daughter to the hotel she was staying at for the night. I told her I could not drive her daughter to Orlando, then arranged for her daughter to be picked up by an Uber from my home and taken to the hotel she was staying at in Orlando. The child left my home at approximately 7. She instructed me to prepare and file notice of minor child's whereabouts, which I did and filed via e-portal. She also filed an emergency motion for temporary relief of full custody of the minor child. The GAL on this case, Ms. M. Willis' telephone number, email, prepared and filed a report to the judge stating she had reason to believe Ms. Federigos was directly involved in assisting VL in abducting her daughter and get her over state lines to New Mexico. When she filed that report, Ms. Federigos called me frantic and extremely upset. She specifically told me that in order to keep my job, I would have to lie if the facts involving how the minor child got to New Mexico was ever investigated. She made the following statements to me. I'm an attorney or not, so nothing would happen to you, but I would get in trouble. How did the gal find out? Oh my God, this is bad. I don't want you to lose your job, but you will have to cover for me because you can't afford not to have a job right now. I depended on Mrs. Federigos to know the law and advised me if I would be committing a crime, if I followed her instructions to let that little girl stay at my house to enable the mother to get physical custody of her child. Ms. Federigos told me I was doing an honorable thing, that I stopped her from being abused. I believed her. I did not know I was committing a crime. Ms. Federigos texted me saying that she had spoken to VL regarding the parental abduction, insinuating that the child would lie to protect her so that I would not report Ms. Federigos to the Florida bar. Evidence will be provided upon request. Yeah. Imagine a lawyer telling you to break the law. Go figure. Bar complaint 2. Leslie Ann Federigo's legal practice of signing on to guardianship cases by intentionally fudging opposing counsel email addresses when submitting proposed orders to judges. Ms. Federigo signed on as attorney of record for a ward. When I asked her how she is able to be hired by a ward when they have no rights to seek representation under guardianship, she told me how she does it. She told me she prepares an agreed order to the judge regarding her representation, and when she emails it to the JA, she copies the other party's attorney on the case, but she intentionally writes the email of whichever party will object to her representation incorrectly and stated, "It's subtle, nothing obvious, just like one letter off on the email address," per Federigos. "It could always look like an accident. I would have already gotten paid by the client. This information can be confirmed by asking all parties in the following cases to produce the emails where Federigos purportedly emailed everyone who agreed to an order to have her sign on as counsel." Guardianship cases I believe she did this on was this case. Guardianship, civil protection, guardian case, guardian case. Bar complaint 3. Refusal to release paycheck to paralegal without cause. She quit her job as office administrator paralegal. She does not dispute that she owes me $7,000. However, she refuses to release my check to me because I threatened to report her to the Florida bar. She confirmed in writing that she is aware she owes me $7,000. Attaches Exhibit A is a copy of the email Ms. Federigo sent to me confirming the same, as well as text messages from her husband, Michael, who offered to write me 2 letters of recommendation and wire my paycheck to me. Again, fudged the emails of all defendants in communications to a judge exactly the way she did in the guardianship cases mentioned above. Ms. Federigo, again, fudged the emails of all defendants in an effort to get a hearing date unilaterally, providing faked fudged emails and communications with a JA to obstruct due process of the defendants she sued. See, and that's the other thing that she's that she did in the case with Megan, Tug, myself, purposely misspell my name. Shizzy Wisnot. It's all one word. Or J-Hip, calling him J-Jip or whatever she was wanting to call him. See, these are the kind of little actions that she does, little games that she plays. Those are intentional. If you thought that it was just, a slight accident. No. Misconduct by Federigos with the intent to harm her former paralegal's ability to find employment after she quit. Received numerous calls and texts from clients stating that she was disparaging me to her clients, stating I did not do my job, even complete fabrications of alleged dishonest conduct by me. I texted her requesting that she stop disparaging me to her clients, since I am an independent contractor and I prepare legal forms for pro se litigants for a living. Ms. Federigos knew that disparaging me would directly affect my ability to find work after I quit my job with her. Ms. Federigos wrote me numerous times that she was going to make sure I would never find work in Florida again by disparaging me and harming my reputation with false information, and she indeed followed through with those harmful acts. I respectfully asked her to stop disparaging me because it would affect my ability to find work. On 2022-21, I threatened her with a bar complaint attached collectively as Exhibit B are the text messages between her and I regarding the allegation. D. Threats to file false DCF reports against her former paralegal if paralegal reported her misconduct to the Florida bar. She threatened to file false reports against me, DCF reports against me, threatening to have my children taken from me because I threatened to report her to the Florida bar. Attached collectively are the text messages between her and I regarding this allegation. Leslie Ann Federigo circulated the mugshot of a former client via text message to me and other clients to harm and embarrass the client. She sent text messages, texted me mugshots of a former client that she believed was colluding to defame her, asking me to try to calm the client down. Ms. Federigo's outrageous behavior is concerning and dangerous. Evidence will be provided upon request. She edited a letter I wrote to her and then circulated this edited letter to clients to humiliate, embarrass, and scare me. Evidence will be provided up on request. To present, Federigos has gone to great lengths to intentionally hurt, abuse, embarrass clients, including her former paralegal. Evidence will be provided upon request. She has had behavior that brought dishonor and distrust to the legal profession. Her erratic and bizarre behavior warrants an investigation into her mental health before she hurts more people or herself. She has emailed me with a conspiracy theory she believes warranted filing a frivolous lawsuit. She stated I was conspiring to get all her enemies together simply because one of her former clients hired Kyle Fletcher to represent him in an injunction case. Ms. Federigos apparently believes that former clients, including myself, are conspiring against her. Does this not sound familiar to anybody? This behavior is concerning and dangerous. She also stated to me that she included me in a lawsuit to create a conflict of interest so that Kyle Fletcher, who she also named in the lawsuit, could not represent me. This is not normal behavior. This behavior is concerning and dangerous. Evidence will be provided upon request. Are we seeing a pattern here at all? Anybody? Knock, knock. Someone's knocking on the door. Why don't you open the door? Let them in. Erratic, bizarre behavior? No, can't be our literature. Absolutely not. No, never. Ms. Federigos came across under Florida bar scrutiny recently. She asked her clients to email the attorney who was heading that investigation with letters of praise, telling clients exactly what to write. She asked me to write a letter as well, which I happily did because I had no idea she was unstable. As part of that investigation, Ms. Federigos agreed and or was suggested she get therapy. Ms. Federigos is open about her mental disorder and shared details with her clients during an open support group of her prior self-deletion attempt that landed her in a mental hospital, causing her to lose custody of her daughter. She has shared confidential information regarding clients, such as their email addresses and client case details, when she created a support group for clients and staff to become friends and openly discuss their cases and personal plights. The lines between client and friends are non-existent. As Ms. Federigo's requests, clients are able to call me on my cell phone to talk about their cases and problems. She wanted us to be friends, which is what clients and myself became due to her business model. She shared confidential information by making those meetings mandatory for clients, sharing all of their emails and posting on social media the Zoom links for all client support meetings, so the public could attend if they so desired. However, in her frivolous lawsuit against me, she is now claiming, based on delusion alone, that I have leaked clients' email addresses when she is the one who posted all of them on social media and mass email notifications. Are we seeing a pattern here, folks, at all? Debbie Baker, my love, how are you? Thank you so much. I hope you're doing well. And I gave you a shout out on that wonderful, wonderful message that you sent to me. Love you too, sweetheart. And I hope you're getting to feeling better. I really do. Really hope you're getting to feeling better. And most definitely all you new members, thank you, Debbie Baker. And boom.
Welcome to the shit show.
Oh, yes.
Every single day, a new flavor of fuckery. Cause everybody's such, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of rocks. Monday, bullshit. Tuesday, bullshit. Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, vulgar, dash, poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery. And all over again.
Yes, more like a cast iron tub shot. Thanks, Jizzy. Now I have that song stuck in my head. Let 'em in. I respectfully ask the Florida Bar to investigate these complaints and to address Ms. Federico's misconduct with disciplinary action, including but not limited to sanctions and or suspension or disbarment if the complaints and allegations in this complaint are determined to be true. That was her bar complaint. Does this not sound familiar? Does this not sound familiar at all? The kind of shenanigans that you see. Subpoena for hearing. It was a hearing that was saying court via Zoom on May 16th. Use the following. Show up here. Exhibit K through J. Motion to strike order of suggestion capacity, motion to strike petition for distribution, and request for sanctions against Attorney Federigos. This came forward on the 3rd of November regarding the Guardians. Motion to strike order of suggestion of capacity, and this court finds, after receiving argument, reviewing the file, and being otherwise duly advised, it hereby finds that the ward is to be evaluated by Jeffrey Danziger to determine if the ward has regained capacity. Court further finds that Attorney Leslie Federigos made misrepresentations to the court regarding the prior appointment of Dr. Danziger. Amazing. Attorney acting funky, huh? Please give to judge. And it had email addresses. That's why it was redacted. Sorry, I had to redact. I'm trying to redact as much as I can. There's a lot on here. So here's where she has an affidavit. Comes now, Shireen Very. I'm going to say the wrong name. Chartine. I believe it's Chartine. Having been the firm administrator paralegal to Leslie from July 20th to 21st, and who is fully aware and has knowledge of pertinent events regarding the deliberate misrepresentations of this court by Lips, states the following under oath. On September 3rd, a hearing was held before Judge Alan Apt on suggestion of capacity filed by Lips. attorney for Douglas A. Keegan Ward. At September 3rd, 2020 hearing, Judge Apt approved Ms. Federico's fees and appointment as attorney for Douglas Keegan Ward. After the hearing, Ms. Federigos was asked by Chartine how she was able to gain the cooperation of opposing counsel in these guardianship cases. She described in detail how she is successfully able to misrepresent information in the court to get her way, to wit. She specifically stated to Chartine, her firm administrator, and the only employee who worked for her at the time, that she prepares a proposed order approving the relief she desires. She does not consult with opposing counsel prior to submitting it to the judge. Instead, she actually fools the judge into believing there's no opposition to the proposed order by simultaneously and intentionally emailing the proposed order via CC to fake email addresses that she inserts into the email that is addressed to the judge that contains the proposed order in an attachment. So if you're starting to see things that don't make a whole lot of sense whenever she files things, maybe she's up to those same little tricks again. You think she'll get caught if she does that? Not saying she will. I'm just wondering if she does. Do you think a judge will catch it? Do you think the opposing counsel will catch it in time? Be on your toes. Be on your toes. Hey, David Air Force, how's it going? You former vet, you. I hope you're doing well this evening. Good to see you. JC, is that a dog poo stuck in the tread of your shoe that you can't ever get quite scraped off? Woodshed. Good to see you, man. Oh, man. You just got here? Well, retired and loving it. There's nothing wrong with that. We enjoy having you here every single night of the week. It is always a good night. Now, per Federigos, when a judge sees the opposing counsel appears to have been copied on the email containing the proposed order, Federigos has great faith that it would never occur to a judge to check the accuracy of the email addresses that Federigos intentionally fudges. Thereby, the judge is fooled into signing it based on the judge's faith that Federigos is an honest officer of the court. Essentially, the dishonest practice Federigos uses to get guardianship orders signed by judges is based on Federigos' belief that a judge would never suspect her of such behavior because they assume she complies with Florida Bar Association obligations as an attorney. Unfortunately, I've witnessed this tactic being successful in Federigos' practice. The judge usually signs a proposed order submitted by Federigos because they assume that no attorney in their right mind would resort to such despicable tactics to mislead a judge. As we've seen those kind of despicable tactics being filed in that lawsuit that she filed against Megan, Tug, Jeremy, J-Hip, myself, and all the John and Jane Does that were unnamed. Yeah, the judge would never think that anything that she was filing was absolute cop balderdash and fluggery, which it was. It was amazing that the things that she filed, the way that she tried to word those. And this is one of the reasons why whenever she wanted to get into her little bullshit, her little spat, fake spat of whatever, of you roast me and I'll roast you, okay? And let's say who has the best. I did not engage in it. Because what would have happened if anybody had engaged in that? If anybody would have engaged in her fake roast kind of thing, you know what would have happened? She would have turned that over the court and saying, look, they're attacking me. They're calling me names. See, we're smarter than that, stupid. We don't pay attention to your silliness. Essentially, the dishonest that she uses to get guardianship orders signed by judges is based on a belief that a judge would never suspect her of such behavior. Ms. Federigos went so far as to tell Chartine Vieira that when she messes up opposing counsel's email address, that she will do it subtly by simply adding a period within the email address or mixing up a letter or two so that if she is ever caught, she can contend that it was nothing more than an innocent typographical error and not to be subject to judicial or Florida bar discipline. In fact, as recent as March 3rd, 2020, Federigos was caught in this practice of hers. See Exhibit A attached here too. On September 9th, 2020, Ms. Federigo submitted an order to Judge Apt, which he signed appointing Dr. Lushkin, whatever, to examine Mr. Keegan. Federigos, I am aware that Federigos did not go about having Dr. Lipstein appointed in the customary and legal manner. Federigos told me that she was going to have Douglas Keegan Ward examined by Dr. Lichstein, regardless of court approval, and that she would make sure that the judge would hear Dr. Lichstein's opinion when her client did not need a guardian. On March 3rd, 21, I filed a bar complaint against Ms. Federigos for the above dishonest behavior, in addition to numerous of her other dishonest practices as an attorney. See Exhibit B. I am aware that Ms. Federigos has approximately 5 pending bar complaints that are subject to investigation, including one reported by Chief Judge in Broward County. All bar complaints are based on the lack of integrity and honesty of this particular attorney. I'm also aware that Federigos obtained a retainer from another ward, Jen Garwood, by housing the ward in Federigo's own home, allowing the ward to smoke weed in Federigo's home around Federigo's 4 children. Then, after getting the retainer signed, helping the ward to move into an extended stay hotel. Federigo stated to me she wanted a retainer from Garwood to pursue a claim in federal court. Federigos was successful in getting the client ward to sign the retainer. And these are all entered into court. This isn't something obnoxious. Could not do it without you, Chartine. Heather Shade lawyer. Heather Shade. Well, Shar, if you work with Leslie Ann Law, you must also be pretty amazing caliber human. Thank you for being the wind beneath each other's wings. Exhibit O. This isn't regarding the bar. This came from Mickey. This isn't regarding the bar. This is the money you were owed. I'll make sure Leslie will write you a good recommendation and me from the help you gave me. Also, I would appreciate that tremendously. Thank you so much. I mean it. I didn't know you live in Lakeland. I can Zelle it tomorrow if you have that. I don't have Zelle. I have PayPal. I just got off phone with my bank account. Doesn't allow outside deposits by a pay person. Please have Lips send me my pay via Cash App today. Leslie just called bank. The money is out of her account. Will take 3 days to show up. I can get you a cashier's check and then meet you. If you could give me an overnight cashier's check, that would be fine. Here's my address. Please confirm it will be overnight today. She can put a stop payment on it. I need it to be done with her. I can't wait any longer. Please confirm cashier's check will be overnighted to me today. So you can see she's pretty smart in saying, don't just send me a check, because she can do a stop payment on it. Cashier's check only. What is it that you're wanting? I have never had an issue with you and always liked you. Why do you think I didn't go to the photo shoot or hang out with them? I'm a professional. I don't go to strip clubs with my boss. I don't drink with my boss. And she hates that I had good boundaries. You're right. Leslie makes poor choices. She just needs to stop speaking badly about me. I know you and Leslie worked well together, so what are you wanting so I can make it happen? Is that what you're wanting, for Leslie to stop speaking bad of you? Is that it? I will make sure Leslie writes a really good recommendation if you want one or need one. It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy how this happens. There's the check that was written. Yes, I blanked it out. Petition for injunction for protection against stalking. Being sworn to certify the following sections about you must be completed. Petitioner seeks injunction for protection on behalf of minor child. So this is where she got the injunction. Independent contractor for petitioner. Petitioner just filed a civil suit against respondent for defamation. Petitioner is a victim of stalking because respondent has committed stalking, previously threatened to harm, a criminal history of involving violence of the threat of violence if known, destroy my business, law firm. On February 18th, the respondent wrote a text quitting her contract with LARPS, which is my law firm. Contract is attached. On February 19, 2021, she requested continued services for LIPS. However, I rejected her request. On February 21st, at 2021 at 7:14, respondent emails my employee Melanie, calling her a piece of shit and how she's lucky that the respondent doesn't come over here and pull her face and spit on it. Respondent emails me threatening to suspend me, call the bar, call judges, attorneys, gal in my case if she don't give her $7,000 by tomorrow. February 22nd, respondent emails me 3 times demanding I pay her $7,000, which I never owed her. I never owed her. She suddenly claimed I need to pay her this money, or she would blackmail me. On February 22nd, respondent sends more emails calling me a control freak and threatening to call the Florida bar on me and stated false claims about me assisting in the abduction of a child. On February 22nd, respondent proceeds to contact my clients and shouting their messages to me. As the day goes on, the respondent emails me that I am to pay $7,000 by tomorrow. On February 23rd, respondent emails me a 2-page email admitting to threatening me so I would pay her. The client forwards me screenshots where the respondent continues to make disparaging comments about me. Over 10 screenshots. Respondent has joined a group chat with my clients where she disparages me to them as well. I went to pull my work calendar and up all the hearings and trial from 21 through the remaining of the year that the respondent booked have erased. And then the respondent contacted me to inform me that she contacted an attorney who filed a bar complaint on me and she's planning to represent her against me. Since these events, the respondent has taken confidential information from the firm and continues to give it to third parties. Additionally, the respondent continues to contact my active clients daily to disparage me. I'm going to call 911. She has served a request to produce through email. She creates a picture where she states, I am defrauding clients and intends to post on social media. She further accuses me of being on drugs and tells me the only thing she'll produce is her ass. She continues to send emotionally abusive emails throughout the day directed at me and copies my clients. So this was the injunction order that she filed against her. Against Chartine. Amended notice of hearing as to certificate of compliance only. Please take notice there will be a hearing. Sorry. Extra stuff that doesn't need to be in here. Plaintiff filed temporary injunctions that have not been heard against 2 of the 4 defendants in this matter due to no contact provisions of the temporary injunctions. On April 6, defendant Chartine contacted the paralegal Sasha via email, set a hearing on the 4 filed motions to dismiss plaintiff's complaint. Plaintiff was offered 5 dates from JACS that worked for all defendants. Plaintiff requested that a meet and confer should be scheduled, despite the no contact provisions of the temporary injunction pending. Defendants complied with her request, and in a good faith effort to overt demonstration of defendants' willingness to comply with the administrative order, plaintiff was asked to pick any date, any time of any week of the month of April for meet and confer, and the defendants would make themselves available for any date plaintiff chose. Plaintiff then refused to provide her availability for a meet and confer and further refused to agree on a date for a hearing. For the reasons stated herein, 6/14/21 was unilaterally after defendants exhausted all efforts to gain plaintiff's cooperation to comply with administrative orders. Imagine that. Sounds familiar. Bombs. You just want to see the balls again. I know you. I know you. I got something for you there, Brandon. I'm just saying. Just you wait. Just you wait. I'm going to show you something there, Brandon. Let me see if I've got it. I know I've got it in here somewhere. It's in here. Where is it? Where is it? I will find it. If I can find it. I know it's here somewhere. Son of a buck. I know it's here. Where is it? I will find it and I will show it to you. Oh, yes, here it is. Just for you, Brandon.
You like what you see, baby? Elmo's a man now.
There you go. That's just for you, you son of a buck. I hope you're doing much better. I hope you're doing much better, brother. Oh, man. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, please don't be naked pictures of me. It was a naked picture of you. Oh, sorry. I shouldn't have shown that again. Sorry. Sorry. I know that you're just, I can see disgust. I can digest that one. Hope so, Brandon. I hope so. I hope you can digest a lot of good stuff. Oh, man. And that concludes that particular list of craziness. Hey, maybe not. No coupon worked. The doctor just took a phone call, bio break, and watched flea circus stream mid-procedure. Well, you know. Why do you have fleas in your gut? I don't know. Why? What? I'm not even sure he really likes her. Did someone say naked picture? Yeah, you didn't see the naked picture? I have to put that in context. A lot of you guys hadn't seen the whole context of that. I would bet that a lot of you haven't seen the full context of it. All right, I'll show you the full context. Here's the full context of that joke. You just have to watch the whole thing.
I think you misunderstood me. I said you need to give Elmo 2 test tickles before shipping.
Oh, test tickles? I thought you said...
You like what you see, baby? Elmo's a man now.
Now you get it. Now you get it. Oh, Flips is even more disturbing than Furby. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see. I think that was the end of that particular page. Oh, wait, no, it wasn't. I'm sorry. It just wasn't scrolling. There was more. I was like, why is it scrolling now all of a sudden? Okay, let me bring that back up here. So motion, please advise of the of the hearing on the follow. Motion dismiss, motion dismiss, motion dismiss. Please prefer that all parties are expected to cooperate with the setting of this hearing in this matter. Sasha, to avoid like the merry-go-round I'm all too familiar with, and that day comes to schedule matters. I'm available and all the defense are available to meet for any day at any time. The LF is available this week and like every single week thereafter for the rest of the month in April. So avoid having to go bath in the forest. Yeah, don't go bathe. Don't go bathe. And fourth, in a pissing contest on this, we'll make it super easy to coordinate this. We're like literally available any day at any time. LF is available. So just give us a few days at work, LF, and we'll make it work. Very simple, accommodating on behalf. This is your motion responsibility to provide 3 proposed dates, Sasha. Sure. Okay. Within 24 hours, please send me 3 dates for a 15-minute meet and confer. If I don't receive a meet and confer dates from you, I'll assume that you agree that the pending injunctions don't allow myself or Steve Fuladosa to speak with Federigos. Therefore, a hearing should be set up to you. I have no objection to a meet and confer. I'll wait for the dates. Thank you. To the injunction, I would encourage you to find representation. I'm sure you're aware you're not allowed to contact Leslie, which would make this meet and confer difficult. Things in advance, Sasha. Sure. Okay. Within 24 hours, please send me 3 dates for a 15-minute meet and confer. If I don't receive meet and confer dates from you, I'll assume that you agree that the pending injunctions don't allow myself or Steve to speak with Federigos. Therefore, a hearing should be set up by you. I have no objection to a meet and confer. Notice of unavailability comes now, like the other side attorney files this notice of like unavailability of counsel on behalf of the plaintiff's libisis, notifying opposing counsel of the court she will be unavailable to attend any proceedings on the 14th day. Yep, now that's the end. And then we get to Exhibit U. This one is long and disturbing. Exhibit U. I hope you can handle this one, because this one's going to be. We might need a little music break. What do you say? What do you say? We just get a little music break in here, a little thing to just break up the insanity. I think that's what we need. I think we need a little bit of a music break. Let me pull something up here just for you guys so I can get it stuck in your heads like I'm known to do, because I'm an ass like that most days. I'm just going to get this song stuck in your head, and no, it is not ghost written by Goldfish. This one here is even better, and I think you guys are going to enjoy it. I did a little bit of updating to it, so you get to enjoy this song and video. Here we go. Give you a little bit of a music break. Here we go. Let's do this. Oh.
Some gaps who been telling lies again. Said I got gift cards, cash, and sewage in a bin. But the worker stood right there and said it. I don't see no buckets of shit. Fat hoe said she done paid the taxes, like she put it from her asses. It was donation money, that's what the facts is. Let me set the record first. We didn't control the barn. She signed off on every dime. But somehow I'm the villain every effing time. 31 visits still standing tall. No sewage, no filth, no crime at all. Gift cards, cash, never seen not one bit. Tell me again about them buckets of shit. Said I do a video, just speaking my truth. My heart is breaking, but here's the proof. Never saw that post, it was gone too quick. If I had, I called the cops, that would've made it stick. Used to trust the fleet, not anymore. Unreliable now, I'm slamming that door. But I won't bash her name, won't drag her low. I'll just stand on my truth, let the people know. 31 visits still standing tall. No sewage, no filth, no crime at all. Gift cards, cash, never seen not one bit. Tell me again about the buckets of shit. Giving money, no cards, no gifts, no stash. The lies keep coming at us, but the truth don't crash. CES in the yard, reading out the claim, said sewing everywhere. Filth and shame, looked around and laughed, said that ain't it. I don't see no buckets of shit. How many times do I need to pass this test? 31 visits, still calling CPS. Every fake report takes time away from telling my truth every single day. My child in the mud laughing in the rain while the workers shake their heads again. If I was guilty, she'd be gone, you see. But she's right here playing cuts on her knee. You can keep on calling, keep spinning lies, but the truth don't bend and it never dies. No poop fest coming, no bash and skit. Hear my truth and no buckets of shit. 31 visits still standing tall. No sewage, no filth, no crime at all. Gift cards, cash, never seen not one bit. Tell me again about the buckets of shit. A lie will never be the truth, but the truth, I got paperwork, signatures, and 31 clean visits.
I can't show you the rest of it because then I would give the whole thing away. Oh, this would be considered country western. Don't like country western, but I do like country western. Don't like country western, but I sure like this. No, this wouldn't be country western at all. At all. No, sir. I forgive you though. It's okay. It's okay. All right, let's bring up this next document. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh boy. Let's do this. All right. Exhibits used, submitted by defendant Chartine Vieira. Comes now, submits the attached exhibit, copying of filing by Mia Taylor, current client of plaintiff Leslie Ann, as it relates to individuals named in the affidavit of Troy Taylor, the plaintiff filed as true and a factual document. Oh, this right here was Troy Taylor, petitioner via Mia Taylor, counter petitioner, amended motion dismissal motion for order of injunctive relief. The undersigned respondent, Mia Taylor, pro se, hereby has a motion to court for an order dismissing the petition filed and served upon respondent, but rejected by clerk reviewing the e-file petition for lack of case number by and through Terry Aaron Johnson on behalf of relief against Terry Aaron Johnson, ordering her to refrain from violating a Florida statute and ordering her to refrain from violating the consent agreement and order of Mia Taylor between Troy and Mia. Received the e-service of the petition dated, attached, prepared, signed. Terry Johnson has circumvented the agreement approved by the court that Terry Johnson not insert herself into matters concerning Troy Taylor and the undersigned respondent by having Troy Taylor appoint her as durable power of attorney, erroneously causing her to believe she could act as his legal counsel. She is attempting to circumvent the legal system to assist Troy Taylor in a fraud upon the court once again. Ms. Johnson, or Sarah Johnson, I'm not sure if Terry is a male or female, had Judge Serrano removed from her most recent injunction petition case against me, so she could have evidence of the 711 case of 2018, reheard by a different judge who believed her perjured claims in her 2018 injunction against the undersigned respondent. Nunny! Well, thank you so much. You know, we have to pause for this. We have to pause for it. There's, you know, I should just change it to shit show.
Welcome to the shit show. Every single day, a new flavor of fuckery. 'Cause everybody sucks, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of rocks. Monday, bullshit. Tuesday, bullshit. Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, bald, ass poppycock bollocks and fuckery. And all over again.
Oh, yes. Chartine, a wet fart that sounds like a young girl giggling. Well, no, Chartine is the one that is defending herself. She was a former paralegal. What is up, your mom? Good to see you. Now, the injunction against the undersigned respondent by hers. Okay. This respondent was without the evidence needed to prove that the claims of assault did not occur, which were available to the court at the 2018 hearing that included the subpoenaed story video that showed no assault occurred as described by Terry Johnson and Troy Taylor, along with the video taken from the vehicle of the respondent by her son because the videos were entered into the record. The only evidence submitted to obtain the injunction was the still photos of the alleged assault in 2018. The only witness was Rebecca Pita, who testified that the undersigned respondent fabricated the photograph submitted to the court of her child in reference to the injunction obtained against her son, the undersigned respondent's son. Attached is a photo of Pita crouched down with his middle finger up in front of a mirror, taking his own photograph with the caption, "Getting revenge," as it is as much joy as getting, some poontang. Rebecca Pita neglected to testify about the school official testimony exonerating the respondent's son. Despite Judge Serrano setting the most recent injunction, the petition for hearing, only at the hearing She also pretended that the hearing never occurred and demanded reinstatement of the temporary injunction. Upon using the reinstated injunction, she made a false report at St. Lucie County with advising the deputy that had been set for a hearing only for a period of time, alleging violation of the injunction with 30 minutes of the undersigned respondent being personally served. Providing fabricated screenshots of alleged injunction, the undersigned respondent did rehire the expert witness, Jeremy Myers, who examined the evidence, and the respondent's Facebook page determined that 9 of the 11 screenshots were fabricated. Now, how does this all plan in here? Whereas the undersigned respondent respectfully foots in this, and this was Mia Taylor. A true and certified copy was mailed to U.S. at Troy Taylor. Now, because of that, consent final judgment dismissing above style causes and authorizing dismissal of existing injunction in Indian River County, Florida, the cause came to be heard upon the consent of the parties. Consenting to the entry of this final judgment, the court has jurisdiction over the parties. The court being advised that the parties have agreed and consented to the entry of this contest. Final judgment dismissing with prejudice above styled. Both parties agreed, so is ordered. Now, what this becomes important is this was never sent. This was never sent to the other side. And I've blocked the names out. I blocked the names out. This is one of those cases that is being claimed that she changed just one little number inside of the filing. That's what's being alleged here. It said that the motion was unopposed stipulation and consent of the parties to enter this final judgment. Roy Lawn Singer has been here for 10 months. This is what happens when you close the asylums. Yes. Exactly. Thank you, Roy. And I love it, man. We'll throw you up a birthday whenever we hit that year long. But in the meantime, Joy.
Welcome to the shit show. Every single day, a new flavor of fuckery. Cause everybody sucks, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of rocks.
Monday. Yes, this is lips. Yes, it is. It is. Check your Twitter there, sweetheart. If you're feeling so froggy as to, you're always welcome. You know that. Yeah, this is the kind of shenanigans was being played, and judges were signing off on things, agreeing to it, and saying, "Oh, absolutely, this looks completely on the up and up." It's so crazy. That might be good. That might be good. I like that, Rosalind. So she's permitted by and through this final judgment to file a motion to dismiss. Florida and entered the existing Indian River County. Mia Taylor shall not be allowed to file for new petition for injunction against Terry Irene Johnson for 2 years from the day of this final judgment. She will not be allowed to file for new petition. However, failure to comply with any and all conditions of this final judgment, dismissing the pending injunction, shall be based for the violation of persons filed injunction on. Consent of the parties. Parties hereby consent to the entry of this consent of final judgment, dismissing the pending petitions. I'm not showing it. I know. It was because there was stuff on there I couldn't show. Further, each party by signing here under attest that she has read the foregoing is sought and she has opportunity to seek legal counsel regarding this agreement. The parties understand the provisions which they've agreed, blah, blah, blah. Both parties agree they're not pursuing any criminal charges, acknowledge that neither party intentionally acted in criminal manner against the other as of this date. Troy Taylor has signed this consent as part of the stipulation. And I'm not showing the emails for good reason. These don't need to. It says fact not to do on behalf of principals. There are a few actions that an attorney, in fact, is prohibited from doing, even if the power of attorney states that the action is authorized. All right. Another e-service. And e-service recipients selected for service. And then they had the names in here, but I've cut those out of there for that reason. Initial action, petition, paternity disestablishment, family court. Sorry, I'm going to see if I can zoom out a little bit. Give me a second. Some of these are a little bit crooked. Mia Taylor collected alimony based on her pregnancy, told the court I was the father. She also told several law enforcement officers she was pregos. Her past attorney, Harley Gooten, Judge Serrano, I have been looking for proof of a child since November 2017. When I filed, I believe she lied and still living about. Not available until the birth of child is verified. No child has been found to exist. There's no child, no kid. We don't even know if child is real or has ever been fraud on court. Please refer to DCF reports. No proof of child other than fake birth certificate. Of raised birth certificate and proof of birth. I have been accused of stalking this fake child. I am incarcerated over a fake baby. Durable power of attorney. Troy Robert Taylor, whose residences in Brevard County do hereby make and constitute appoint. Terry is my true and lawful attorney. In fact, for me and my name, my place, my stead, to transact all businesses, manage my affairs of the same extent that I could transact if personally present, including the power to ask, demand, sue, recover, blah, blah, blah. So basically sign it over power of attorney. And it says that that's where it was signed, established paternity over the minor child. Criminal civil charges for damages, falsely submitting documents to the court, an affidavit stating that I am not the father of the fake child. Good evening, Mr. Fletcher. As you know, I am acting pro se. I'm requesting voluntary discovery. Ms. Taylor claimed pregnancy when Mr. Taylor filed for divorce and claimed that the birth of the child on May 5th or 6th and where, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time reading it because it's blurry. May 5th or 6th, 2018, where she did not show up for my injunction hearing in Brevard, but because she gave birth a month early, Ms. Taylor collected alimony and stood in front of the court and claimed Troy Robert Taylor is the father of her child to the judge. I refer to the divorce decree. No child is ever believed to be born. Ms. Taylor carried on this fraud of the child she named Jax for 2 years. Pictures, cards, and crying baby voicemails are in evidence. No one's sighting of said child. As you know, Mr. Taylor is incarcerated because of Mia Taylor. Fraudulent consent claims. I am acting as power of attorney and filing the paperwork on money. Paternity establishment is directed by Troy Taylor. Mr. Taylor verify his calls since they were made in hopes of finding out the truth about the fake child. Mr. Taylor also brought flowers, visited the home after your client promised him to see his child. Yet 2 years later, no one has seen the child. Your client accused me of calling DCF on her. I would like to see the full report stating her infant child was there or alive. Your client has accused me of kidnapping this child and harming an imaginary baby. So with that being said, I would like proof that this baby via raised, seal, birth certificate, social security card, child verified, notarized statement from a doctor. I'm filing for mandatory DNA testing. I'm relating the case to her last attorney, which was asked the same question. He dismissed himself from the case. No proof is provided of a live child. Fraud on the court. Fraud on a mentally disabled person. Charges will be filed. Hoping your client chooses to comply with, and I assume the attorney on record for this, so please advise with the court documents. And more of the same, quite a bit more. We'll scroll down through some of this. It's a little bit easier if I can see all of this. It says that she basically fraudulated a child. And then there was also these proceedings were digitally prescribed. Respondent, subpoenaed witness, can you ask the petitioner so that she can continue to add all this stuff just like we did last time, Your Honor. Okay, just 1 second, ma'am. I need a day where we have nothing in the afternoon yet. I can put them at 1:15. Your Honor, I'd like to be able to add this to state evidence. Police reports where she's falsified. There's about a dozen here. Well, at the hearing. Okay, perfect. That's when you would make sure you bring the appropriate witness in case there's objections, of course. Okay, Your Honor, we're just trying to find a day where we can give you at least a few hours because I know it's going and I don't want you sitting around all day. I wish I could have known you were going to do a continuance. I subpoenaed while I put in a writing. I subpoenaed 2 witnesses. Oh, I didn't realize. Can you reiterate? Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm hitting the right pages here because whenever they do these side by sides here, could you reiterate them that they're still under order to show up? Yeah, absolutely. Future hearings. Somebody subpoenaed. They're still under subpoena. Well, they don't know that. She can convince. Okay, we can bring them in and let them know. Let me see what I have on calendar. Blah blah blah. And petitioner. Yep. All I know. Well, I know you by name. Yep. He probably just saw documents on paper. I know the situation, a little issue with continued the spoofing. I didn't know that. And he was using different I consideration when entered that. Correct. Did I see a motion for recusal, but was in this case? Yes, that was me asking. And this is a picture of him talking about getting some wang dang sweet bang. And more evidence, more stuff in, and there was something in here that I was looking for in particular because this got super crazy. Who advised he was on the AT&T store for to recover the phone? Me advised the phone evidence. Oh my gosh, stupid YouTube will not let me make a joke about fire plus what? What is that? Fire plus money, like a fire sale? I don't know. There's a possibility that it's got some sort of banned word in there. So it does happen, Mel Clown. Thank you so much. But it might not be YouTube. There might be restricted words in there. I've got some restricted words in this thing to keep some of the trolls out. Wow, you're near Melbourne? Well, awesome. Love it. Oh my, oh my, my, oh my. So, and I just want to make sure I have this correct one here. Oh, uh-oh. You know what happens whenever I get too distracted? This is, and I'm telling you, this happens every single time whenever I get distracted. It never fails. I get this one of these kind of like little things that just, get you just excited.
Breaking news. Woman arrested for 1,000 stolen hearts.
Accurate.
Yeah, exactly. How you doing?
Hello, dear. How are you?
Oh, I'm actually doing pretty good. I was just going through these documents. Now, I pulled these things up and I've been looking at them like these are insane. These are insane.
Oh, you think that's insane?
Do tell. Do you have more insane?
I might. I heard somebody mention Shartine.
Yeah, Shartine Vieira.
Oh, Shartine. Why do I love you so? Let me, I'm going to try to redact some stuff. If
Yeah,
that's
you
okay.
redact away.
And then I'll share.
Okay.
But yeah, no, Shartine.
Yeah.
I do love you, girl. I wish you would call me.
That would be glorious. But I think Shartine's probably professional and doesn't want to have anything to do with this psycho.
Yeah. No, it's she's so good. She's so good. Oh, guys, I mean, just seriously, chat. Hello. I can't see you because I'm on a different screen, but I'm gonna redact pertinent information. But holy shit, Shartine.
Yeah.
And Shartine reminds me of just the name Moulin Rouge. Was it Satine? I think it was Satine.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Picking up what I'm throwing down.
Yeah. I didn't watch it, but I can understand where you're.
Oh, what do you mean you didn't watch it?
Why would I watch that?
Les Berman is one of the greatest directors who has ever existed when it comes to musicals. I said musicals. Yeah, I said it. I said it.
I'm just not into
Don't
musicals.
judge me. Don't judge me.
Musicals don't do it for me. They just really don't.
Oh, but this one would.
Why is that?
Oh, it's good. It's really
is it?
good. It's dreamy.
It's
Just
dreamy.
dreamy.
So dreamy.
It's so dreamy, darling.
Oh,
Love a
my
boy.
God. Yes.
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 Again, guys, I'm not on the right screen. I'm working, so I will say hi in a moment. But
Yeah,
let me just
she'll
tell
say
you,
hi
it's
to
going to
you
be
guys.
worth it. It's going to be worth it.
Oh yeah, it's always worth it.
It's so good.
Oh.
And you saw what I shared with you today, didn't you?
Yes. Oh my God, that was hilarious.
Yeah. That's a simple. That's a simple.
Dude looks like a lady.
Yeah, that's a simple Google search where you're trying, because you can't do a reverse image lookup anymore.
Oh.
I don't know if you guys know this.
No.
That has been banned. You cannot, you can do it, but not on faces. So if somebody pulls up an image saying they're, maybe you're researching somebody and you pull up an image and then you try to, do a visual search of the image, it pulls up products, not people.
Oh. Oh.
And that one was glorious.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
I don't think I've ever laughed so hard in my entire life. I was like, shut up.
Oh my God.
Okay, so you've already shared her name. So I don't think I need to redact her name, but I do want to share her.
I pulled her addresses out of all of the filings and everything.
But her name is still there, right?
Yeah, her name is still there because I mean these are court documents and
Right on. I got you.
I just wanted to find I was looking for something that I saw earlier that caught my eye.
Oh, this is so good.
Oh, I imagine so. Yeah, just let me know whenever you got it. I'll pull it up.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm doing the same thing. Okay. It's one of those here. So that way I don't make people dizzy. I'll just do this right here. So that way I can scroll through it. So I don't make people dizzy.
Okay. I think I just
yes, you did.
Plopped it up for you.
All right.
Now I hate you.
Oh,
proud bitch who will bring Leslie Federico's down. It's like, that's the funniest Facebook page I think I've ever seen in my life.
I love it. I love it, Shartine.
I'm like, Shartine, call me. Call me.
Oh my God.
Please call me.
No, she could just email me and get the same response, because if she came on here, I would definitely have you on.
I'm like, I would give her a full platform because I'm guessing Shartine has some tea.
I would imagine that she does. That is the thing.
And this is her forward facing Facebook. Like, obviously it's private. Or this is just one that she's left up with her name and she's moving on to using something else. It doesn't matter to me, but what she left here is that's beautiful.
Oh my God. Oh, I love it.
I love her a little bit.
Oh,
I do. I love her.
So glorious.
Mm-hmm.
I love it that people are actually standing up and fighting against this kind of crap.
Oh, there's so many. If you just know where to look.
That is the interesting part of it. It really
Isn't
is.
It? Isn't
yes. Because I started looking at some of this stuff to basically get, just it's like the things that I've seen. And this lovely person reached out to me and said, hey, if you've got this, can you send it to me? And I said, no, I don't have that, but if I'm able to find it or somebody does have it, I'll make sure it gets to you. So
look, I receive stuff daily.
Yes.
A lot of it, I will say, I don't want to receive.
Yeah.
However, 20% of what I get on the daily is solid freaking gold.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to share the thing I sent you today?
Oh yeah, I'll share that. That was pretty damn hilarious. Give me a second.
I
I'll have to.
died, and the person that sent it to me was like, I thought you could use a chuckle.
That is definitely a chuckle worthy one.
It was more than a chuckle. I was rolling and howling. I swear to God, I was like,
All right.
no.
Let me see if I can.
That's unfortunate and glorious.
All right, let me drop this and I will present share screen. And this is right here was the Instagram photo by Lips March 9th,
Okay.
2022.
So let me diagnose what's happening here, okay?
Mhm.
This was somebody searching, because you can see related searches, you can see the names, right? But something you can't do anymore is search for faces. So you can search for products. So when you click on the view search, it'll suggest products for you. And what popped up was, and I'll let you run with it.
What popped up was Shop Drag Queen wig cap through Amazon. With her image. Oh, catch you on the flip side. You have a good one. Catch you on the flip side too, Mary.
Jesus. Good night. Oh my
Yes,
God.
Well, what a clown truck that fall off of. Well, just saying. That's what showed up on the images.
Oh, God bless you. You know who you are, who sent it to me. And
oh
my
awesome.
God. And
They're
to be
awesome.
honest, it got buried. It was buried. So it's probably been sitting there for like a couple of weeks. And I was trying to clean up the inbox, and I was like, wait a minute, that's an unread. And I was like, oh no.
Oh, no.
I know who needs to see this.
Oh, yeah. I laughed so hard. I laughed my ass off whenever I saw that.
Drag queen wig caps. Oh, wait, no, go back. You've got to look at the other search options.
Okay.
Oh, this cracks me up. Okay, so lean into it. It says, well, let me try to get my mic in there. It says types. What is that? Automotive, baby, black books, fashion.
No, it's
gift cards and more.
It does not say that. It says automotive, baby, black, books, fashion, gift cards, and more. And then under it says makeup, practice hair weft,
whatever the fuck that is,
fragrance, and professional skincare.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or facials, I guess.
Hey. Oh.
Just say, hey, I did.
Oh my.
Just saying. It's not,
my.
Oh my. So
it is hilarious. It is hilarious, Kevin. I died. I died, I didn't die, and then I died again, and then I didn't die.
Because you're awesome. You are absolutely awesome. Give me a
Thank
second.
you, Shizzy.
I want
or
to
should I say lover boy? Lover boy.
Oh, I was giving so much garbage to Yamaha today during Megan's stream. It was awesome. It really was.
Oh, hair. Okay, Elfie says hair wefts are hair extensions. I did see a video. I will have to share it with you, Shizzy, of guys out on dates with girls with hair extensions when the wind blows and they can see all the attachments. It's equally as stupid.
Oh, or the guy that has the leaf blower. As girls walk by, he hits them with the leaf blower, and it just sends the wigs flying.
How embarrassing!
Oh, and they're cussing him out. They're just like, "You son of," he runs off. Oh! I laughed when I saw that. I was like, oh, that is so hilarious. I feel bad.
What's funny is most of the girls in this video, and I'll have to do it because I went down an Instagram wormhole, as I do occasionally, as you've been the recipient of.
Thrash the whole chat. How can I thrash the whole chat? Oh my gosh. So
okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, I derailed you.
Now these were the proceedings, okay, that were put in. This is the actual transcript during a hearing with Judge Beamer, Federigos, and Mr. Fletcher. There was also Vieira, which was supposed to be there, but she was having a hard time logging in. I do believe Mr. DiGiorgio was there in person, I believe, or this could have been online. It could have been a Zoom hearing. I believe this was a Zoom hearing. So judge says, all right, hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Your Honor. Judge Beamer. All right. This is the case. Appearance for the plaintiffs. Yes, Leslie Federicus. Okay, thank you. And who do you have? Do we have Miss Vieira here? No. Okay, Mr. Faldosa. All right, Mr. DiGiorgio. Okay, Mr. Fletcher. Yes, Your Honor. You're here representing yourself and your law firm. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, all right. I see other people joining here as today. I see Sophia, court reporter. Sophia, my love, could you state your full name and spell it out? Let us know which firm you're with. Court reporter says, sure, it's Sophia Munoz. It spells it out. I'm from Milestone Reporting. Okay, thank you.
Oh, so DiGiorgio was, I've covered her. I've actually got her story up.
Oh, do you?
I do.
Let's see.
She's on my channel. I think it's a short.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. DiGiorgio. Oh,
Beth DiGiorgio.
Now,
tragic.
There was something here, and I'm looking because it was down here a little bit further, because they're basically just going over all of this crazy stuff. But whenever they start to get into it,
oh yeah, let's get into it.
It gets crazy. Are you able to read, or is it too small?
No, I can read it. Well, I'm on my big screen today.
You can start right here. Judge Beamer says, I have it. Yeah, I believe Mr. Fletcher says, I'll ask the court to look at one of the order. I think it's 184 in a week ago. Judge Beamer says, yes, I have it. If you want me to read Miss Federico's right underneath.
I will totally read Miss Federico's. And that binder is a chart that I make as clear, as simple as possible. But it has a discovery request that I have made. And it gives you the status, on what the defendants have either, failed to do or, when they filed a motion for protective order. I've been trying to get discovery for like a year, and I haven't received anything whatsoever. We have a 2-day evidentiary hearing coming up in May. I also attach the pleading that I intend, to prove. So everything that I've requested has been relevant to that information. And I was going to start or just go motion by motion by motion, because motion is lotion. I don't know how Your Honor would like me to do this, since there's a large number of motions. Or I'm sorry, a number of discovery requests. But I was going to start with Ms. DiGiorgio. I see that she's not here today. So I don't know if you'd like me to proceed with my discovery request for her first.
Yeah, I'm just trying to recall. I believe, and remind and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe I set this in discovery hearing. All the defendants were present. That's my memory. That's my memory of it. When we had a status conference, I think I laid out the schedule for the discovery evidentiary hearing. Everybody was present at the hearing, and I think I picked a date on that date. Is that your recollection, Miss Federicus?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor. And you even indicated in that order as well following that hearing.
Okay, Mr. Fletcher. I think Miss Vieira is trying to sign in. She says there's a Wi-Fi problem based on the storm that just came over. I don't know what's going on in her area, but I know we had a pretty good one here just a minute ago. Okay. As to the other defendants, I have no idea. Okay. But I will ask the court to look at one order. I think it's 184 in your docket, Your Honor. Judge Beamer says, I don't have the docket numbers, but if you give me the date or something, we'll skip down here a little bit.
You skipped. You went to the wrong column.
No, it switches over to 7, 8, and then 9 is over here.
I think it's 184 in your a week ago. Oh, it does?
Yeah,
Okay.
It goes down here. If you look at the attachment, it shows that she's trying to set dates for the meet and confer. I never met and conferred with Miss Federico. She sent that email for a notice of compliance to one of my, let's call it, estranged email addresses. So even if that notice, in that notice of compliance, if you look at it, it shows dates that we're going to meet in the future or try to set a date. There's no date ever set. So we've never met, had a meet and confer for this hearing right here, which you said was a prerequisite for the meeting.
Your Honor, if I could respond.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
So first, we just had 2 people join us, so let me get their appearance on the record. Then, Mr. Fletcher, we'll talk about the meet and confer. I just see Teresa's phone. Could you just announce who's here? Mr. Giorgio says.
Yes. Hi, Beth DeGiorgio.
Okay, Miss Beth DeGiorgio. That's you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. And I thought I saw somebody, iPhone XR. That's all I see on the screen. Who's got the phone XR? Miss Vieira?
Hello? Hello, Your Honor?
Yes.
It's Chartine Vieira. I'm the one with the XR. I'm trying to get on screen. Forgive me. We had some bad weather and the Wi-Fi is not cooperating with me.
Yeah, I'm looking out my window right now, and I do see. I just sent a button that said "Ask to start video." I don't know if you can see it.
Let me see. Oh, I see you.
Okay.
Can you hear me, Your Honor?
Yes, I can see you, and you're Miss Vieira.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and I think somebody else joined us, Claudia.
Yes.
Are you, and who are you with?
Oh, I'm just an observer, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. All right, Claudia.
Thank you.
Okay, then, all right. Do we have Stephen Fuldusa on? All right, I've got everyone here except for Mr. Fuldusa. Okay, so let's get back to the meet and confer. Mr. Fletcher's position is that there was no meet and confer pursuant to the court's order setting the discovery hearing that was entered on February 3rd. I looked at some of the emails that were attached to the notice of compliance filed by Ms. Federicas on February 6, 2022, and your position, Mr. Fletcher, is that the email is that it was sent are some emails that you don't really check, and ultimately there's not a meet and confer. Is that correct? Mr. Fletcher responds, that is correct, sir. So Mr. Fletcher, I guess the judge is a sir. Your Honor, and also I guess if there had been set with other people, I would have known about it because there was no date, because you see that those were dates, proposed dates to do a meet and confer. Even though she filed it as a notice of compliance. A notice of compliance would have stated that there had been a meet and confer, not a proposal to set dates. Judge Beamer responds, okay, let me just go through each of the defendants and figure out just what their position is on the meet and confer. And then Ms. Federicos, ultimately, I'll let you respond in terms of what happened or how that's going, etc. So, Ms. Vieira, did you have an ability to talk with Miss Federicos about some of the discovery issues?
No, Your Honor. The date for the meet and confer was set. However, it never happened.
Okay, Mr. Giorgio, did you have an opportunity to talk with Miss Federigos about the discovery issues?
No, ma'am.
Okay, then, Mr. Fletcher, we have your position. All right, Miss Federigos.
Yes, Your Honor. This has been reflective of what has gone on in this case. I did exactly, what anybody would do, try to coordinate a meet and confer. I did. I provided 5 dates. I was trying to be as flexible as possible. Mr. Fletcher claims that he doesn't use that email, but that's his service email. And the e-portal, I just verified that. That's one of his service emails. So I mailed everybody following the last time we were before this court to go ahead and schedule that as you wanted us to do. Unfortunately, the only person that responded to me was Miss Vieira. Everybody else to date has never responded to my email in trying to attempt to meet and confer. So I'm not quite sure what to do when people aren't responding. I've had numerous emails with Miss DiGiorgio to leave her alone. Wait, what?
Yeah.
That when I tried to coordinate with her, I'm harassing her. So I'm not quite sure what else to do. I did my part. I gave them dates, and I was hoping they would respond to me. I'm not quite sure what else to do. So as far as, like I said, I did my part. And in regards to meet and confer with Miss Vieira, I did call and I didn't get through. I didn't get anybody answering. So I'm not quite sure what I'm to do in this circumstance.
Judge Beamer says, okay, I mean, this case is very unlike all of the other cases that I typically see. First, there are a lot of parties to this matter, which makes it just difficult to coordinate issues. And then you have a layer of the claims by the plaintiff and some of the animosity between the parties. So I can understand how difficult it is to meet and confer. Let's move on to the discovery. Some of the discovery matters. Let's first start with Mr. Fletcher. Some of the discovery issues with Mr. Fletcher. So Miss Federigos, I'm looking at your chart. Thank you. You're seeking to compel. Well, what are you seeking to compel from Mr. Fletcher?
I'm seeking to compel, and let me just pull everything up. I had sent him a request to produce.
Tuck and fold.
Oh yes, dear. Which is index K. I sent him another request to produce, which is index L. I sent him a request for admissions, index M. And then I also had a good faith letter that I had sent in new addition to everything else to Mr. Fletcher. And I've also attempted to try to schedule his deposition, which is relevant, and had no success as far as that goes either. So,
okay.
Starting, I guess, with K, I had asked specifically for him to provide all written communications with any person about my law firm or myself, including but not limited to electronic, handwritten, text type, visual, or graphic, or otherwise since January 1, 2021, I explained he could exclude any privileged documents that would, constitute a privileged log, I guess I asked. And number 2, I asked for any social media posts about,
Right
jumped, I lost it.
That's where it goes, up here.
Or blah, blah, blah about myself. I indicated, specific social media forums. I asked for all written communication that he had with a list of people that there is evidence that he has communicated with or received some sort of communication with I asked for that information. I asked for it. Then again, excluding any privileged logs, I asked for any documentation in any format in which he received from any source that refers to my law firm or myself. And that was the first request to produce. The second request to produce, I asked him, hold on, I just have to go to it. I apologize. I'm trying to be as efficient as I can about this. The second request to produce would, I think that's, or hold on, that's I.
Okay, filed May 25th.
Yes. Or actually, that's the same one. I apologize. So M would be the admissions, but the admissions is,
Okay, so let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go keep by piece. All right. So you moved to compel, or you're moving to compel the requests to produce that were propounded May 25th, 2021. All right, Mr. Fletcher, your response. Well, most of the things she asked for, Your Honor, a lot of it is privileged, given I have about 6 cases, I think, that I've been involved with her in. And also any correspondence I would probably have in this particular case would have been between co-defendants. I don't see how she's allowed to have that, but the other things are unduly burdensome and not relevant. I mean, this is a case that says I've defamed her, okay? And it's her job to show what's defamed. It's not for me to produce something that she theoretically may be defamatory. Just that would be a fishing trip for her prima facie case. I mean, if I've defamed her, she should already have what I've done to defame her with or slandered her. To ask for my emails with anybody and everybody regarding her is, like I said before, unduly prejudicial. But it also is not relevant, and it's a fishing expedition. That could be, someone calls and talks to me or sends me an email about something between me and her and the other correspondence. I don't know how she's allowed to do that, but for once again, most everything I have with her has been within the parameters of legal main cases that I have. So, Mr. Fletcher, tell me what your relationship has been with some of the defendants that are parties in terms of an attorney-client, or do you have any kind of relationship, legal or otherwise? And then second, I represent the second part. Hold on a second. And the second part is that you say relationship with Ms. Federigos. Are you saying opposing counsel or co-counsel or different? Well, what exactly does that mean? Help me understand. I think she and I, one time, I said I counted up, I had like 6 different cases at one juncture about her. But as Mr. Fula, I represent Steve Fuldosa, cases as opposing 6 cases as opposing counsel. Yes, Your Honor. Something like, I know, Miss Federigos, do you know how many cases we got? We've got Garwood, phonetic, right? We've got Keenan, phonetic. We've got this case. She says we've had 2.
2 cases.
Injunctions, 2 injunctions, too. The
injunctions were not a case against Mr. Fletcher. That came after the lawsuit, and he has become friends with former clients of mine. He did not know these former clients prior, and that's part of the lawsuit, that he's directly solicited people and would have no knowledge of these people had he not learned about them through my paralegal and solicited them directly. So that he's had 2 cases against me. That was it.
No. Okay. I just say, I hate to say something that's not true. We got this case. We got the Keenan case. We have the Garwood case. We have the Fuldosa case.
That's not.
And I think I may have represented Chartine too. That would be 4 cases. And then that's 4.
No.
That's 5 cases, really.
Your Honor, the Fuldosa case.
Hold on.
Okay.
So let's just go one at a time. I'll give you a chance to respond, Ms. Federigos.
Okay.
Mr. Fletcher, you represented Ms. Vieira. I think I did represent you. Chartine is in your injunction or not? she says.
Oh, I lost it. I
She
can't find
says,
it. Hang on.
no, no.
Okay. Or wait a minute. No, that's the okay. No.
All right.
You never represented me.
I Mr. Folidosa in an injunction. Yes, Your Honor. Okay. And I represented a guardian in Douglas Keenan case, and I represent a guardian in the Garwood case. Okay. And I represent, then I guess you could say I have a rapport somewhat with the defendants in this case, but like some of the people she's asking for is Michael Federigos.
Oh, Doritos.
Yes. I don't know that I've had any that's her husband. Okay. I guess he's a co-counsel in her law firm. That's absurd. And Melissa Lang, I do not know who that is. Then the Judge Beamer says, let me ask this. Do you have any written communications with any persons about Ms. Federigos or her law firm? Like, do these documents exist? Mr. Fletcher responds, when you say, let's ask the question, when you say about her law firm, do you mean other than no, I don't think I did. Judge Beamer. Okay. And I'm not paraphrasing. I'm literally reading from the request to produce. Number one is all written communications with any persons about Ms. Federigos. That's in Law PA. And I'm assuming that's Ms. Federigos' law firm. So my question is, do any documents exist? Mr. Fletcher. Oh, I think there probably are, but I don't know who they would be exactly with. If someone's written an email and said, do you know this lawyer or something like that, or something to that nature, or I got a case and I'm sitting there gossiping or talking about Ms. Federigos in emails. Well, no, Judge Beamer. Okay. So these documents do not exist. No, the ones that I would say would be there if someone has sent me some kind of post that she's made or some kind of YouTube thing she's done. Some people sometimes send me text messages about that more or less, but there's not something that I would have got generated. Yes. Okay. Because I don't monitor stuff like that, Judge Beamer. Okay. All right. Ms. Federigos, is there anything else you wanted to add?
I just in response to I don't think it's really relevant, but I just did want to make a response that Folidosa, he took over that case after he solicited that client from me. So that's not a case we had together.
Okay, hold on, Mr. Fletcher. Ms. Federigos, what?
Yeah. We were never on that case together. So I just wanted to clarify that to the court.
Okay.
And in my, going to the discovery that I've asked of Mr. Fletcher, if he doesn't have certain things to, make things move efficiently, all he would have, what?
It's called lubrication.
Oh, lubed it up. All he would have to have done is put does not exist in quotation marks, or give me what he does or responded to it. But to file a motion for protective order over, it has stalled. I haven't been able to get anything and on any capacity. He also did a protective order on admissions, which, I, from my understanding, if they're not answered, they're deemed admitted. I'm not quite sure why he did a protective order on admissions. And these are boilerplate, objections that he has. He's not really giving any sort of indication as to why he can't get this over. It's just a stalling tactic. This case has been sitting for a year, and I've gotten zero. And first of all, anybody that uses the word gotten is weird to me. I've gotten discovery, and I would expect Mr. Fletcher, being an attorney himself, would see that his motion for protective order really isn't legally meritful. If you, like I said, if he didn't have, all he has to put is do not exist,
Can I respond, Your Honor? Yes. I filed a motion to dismiss, which has not been set out yet, Your Honor. And I don't know how you really do a discovery on a complaint that's subject to a motion for dismissal, for instance, like trying to set depositions, request to produce, potentially interrogatories and other depositions when you may not even have a viable complaint. She herself has filed motions to amend her complaint, Your Honor. So how do I admit to something when I don't even have a complaint that still hasn't been answered yet? I don't think you get to do discovery until you at least have an answer. Yeah, well, the tricky part is we've got a couple of things going on. First, you've got a complaint plus a motion for injunctive relief. A motion for injunctive relief allows for some limited discovery on the injunction issue, and I've granted a motion partially to expedite the motion for injunctive relief. That's why we're having the discovery hearing today, but also the motion to dismiss. If you want to set that, Mr. Fletcher, go ahead and set it to pursuant to the court standing order. You just file the notice for hearing dates, and then we go through the schedule that's been laid out by the court previously if you want to set your motion to dismiss, but technically the motion to dismiss doesn't stall discovery. I mean, discovery can still move forward despite a motion to dismiss and despite a motion for leave to amend. It does become a little bit more complex, I think, when you have the outstanding motion to leave to amend. And I did see that in the file, but let me ask Ms. Federicos just briefly, what are you seeking leave to amend? And I'm not going to hear the, she says, yeah, competing thing, but I want to know.
I'm sorry, I was muted. Yeah,
that's fine. Competing thing, but I want to know for in the context of discovery.
Absolutely. I just during the course of the case, more actions have taken place, and the web is kind of like expanded out, and I've learned more people have been involved than just the original defendants. So I'm asking to add some other defendants to the case, as well as new actions that have taken place since the initiation of the filing.
So you're seeking to add new claims or new parties or both?
Well, both. All
right. So going back to, and Ms. Vieira, I see that you have right, Ms. Vieira? I see the iPhone X. Okay, Ms. Vieira, I see that you have your hand up. I'll definitely get to you. Okay, I just want to make sure that I'm going person by person, discovery matter through discovery matter. Okay, so Mr. Fletcher, with respect to the written communication, in this type of case, despite your motion to dismiss and despite your motion for a protective order, you still have to look for the written communications with any person about Ms. Federigos. You still have to provide it if you have it. If you don't have these documents, or if they don't exist, then you need to state that in some type of filing response. Since you have raised that there are potentially privileged material, what I will do is an in-camera inspection. So step one, you search for these items. You search for written communication with any person about Ms. Federigos or a law firm, pull them up, and then send them to me. Bait stamp everything, send it to me in a notice of filing. Just do a notice of filing that the bait stamp numbers are. I'll take a look at it in camera, and I'll make a determination as to what will be produced to Ms. Federigos. But within the context of her lawsuit, despite your motion to dismiss, she's entitled to the request to produce, unless it doesn't exist. Let's move on to the second part. Any social media posts are referring to Ms. Federigos and law firm since January 1 of 2021. What's the time period since January 1, 2021 until present, or do you have an end date?
It really wasn't until the request to produce was filed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 5/25/2021.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Mr. Fletcher, there's no social. I didn't post anything on Ms. Federigos, Judge Beamer. Okay. So just so you need to do a filing that says does not exist. Third, all written communication with any person in any format, including but not limited to since January 1, 2021. I'll put the same cutoff date of May 25th, 2021 with the following people. So Ms. Federigos, you're going to have to help me with some of these people. Are Michael Federigos, I'm assuming he's related to you?
He's my husband.
Okay, a husband. All right. Who is Miss Lang?
Miss Lang is somebody that is going to be added to the defendant. Or one of the defendants. I am currently suing her on a breach of contract claim. Somehow, these parties have all taken what's supposed to be a confidential bar complaint and dispersed them amongst each other and used those bar complaints to defame me publicly. Miss Lang is one of those that have done that. Mr. Fletcher has referenced in other cases the large, in some type of filing response since you
No,
have
it's over
raised.
here. It's right here.
Oh, down. Okay.
Large amount.
The
of
large
bar
amount of bar complaints that I have. And wait. Can we go back and read that last sentence one more time?
It says bar complaints.
It says Mr. Fletcher has referenced in other cases the large amount of bar complaints that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was like, I think that's what that said.
Oh,
and
that's exactly what it said.
No, that's exactly what it said. And without him speaking to these people, where their bar complaints are confidential at this point, my question is, how would he have knowledge of this large amount of bar complaints when they're supposed to be confidential?
Judge Beamer says, okay.
So he, and then other people like Danica, Scuderi, oh God, that word.
Carluccio.
Okay. Carluccio, thank you. These people have referenced, they have filed bar complaints and have referenced Mr. Fletcher in these complaints.
Are these clients like former clients of yours?
No. This particular person was a guardian. Oh dear. Oh my. Was a guardian in a case that I had and had filed this complaint against me. But all the complainants came within a short amount of time and they all seem to reference each other. And they've all been used to publicly attempt to defame me across social media and other forums. And
okay, so hold on. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
Mr. Fletcher, what's your relationship to Melissa Lang? I have never heard of her, Your Honor. Never heard of her. If she's in one of these pleadings or something like that, or one of these motions to amend, she may be, but I don't know of her. I wouldn't know her name. Okay, so you have, and some of these allegations she's made there, if people research Leslie Federico's online, I'm sure they're going to see a relationship between me and her based upon all kinds of stuff out there. Ms. Federico's has openly put herself out there on social media, in my understanding, talking about her multiple bar complaints. That's my understanding. Judge Beamer says, all right. So I'm going to bring you back to the discovery. Do you have any written communication with Ms. Lang? No. Okay, so Mr. Fletcher, you just need to amend a response to request to produce and just put, certified none, or whatever the case may be with each person. All right, Danica, how do you say that?
Scuderi Carluccio.
Okay, so Mr. Fletcher, do you know this person? Do you have any written communication with this person? No, Your Honor. Okay, what about Hillary Hoge? Mr. Fletcher, I do know her. Who is that to you? I think she's involved. She's involved with the Garwood case. I think she may be a trustee of Mr. Garwood. I've seen her in court and she said hello to me and I've said hello to her. Do you have any written communication with her? No, Your Honor. All right. So Jan Garwood, do you know that person, Mr. Fletcher? She's a former ward. I know of her. Yes, Your Honor. I represent the former guardian, I guess, of hers. Do you have any written communication with Jan Garwood? No. Okay. Dessa Sachs, don't know him. Okay. Gerald Heminus, I don't know him. Vito Robo, He's an attorney who works, I don't know if Miss Federicos, is he a counsel of yours?
Oh, can I chime in on this?
Yeah.
Can we hit a pause button?
Yes. Yes.
Do you remember some of the first information I shared about this particular person?
Mm-hmm.
It included a Mr. Ropo, Vito Ropo. Mm-hmm. I communicated with him, and Miss Lips got very confused about the fact that people were accusing me of being an employee of hers. And that was not at all the conversation. I think there's some there's some reading comprehension issues with a certain Muppet.
There might be.
Yeah. This Vito Ropo is he's a respectable attorney. He denounces any association with her other than a few cases that they worked on together early on.
Yeah. I mean, that would be uncommon. I mean, for especially whenever you're an attorney in an area like this, or a particular area, it wouldn't be uncommon for you to run across the same people or co-counsel on something.
Yeah. Well, co-counsel is different from being an employee of her law firm, which she had posted. So there's that.
Oh, that's right. She did. I totally forgot that was because
he didn't like that a whole lot.
No.
I don't know why.
He might have probably said something to her to say, remove me.
Yeah. Maybe.
And Mr. Fletcher says he's an attorney who represents Mrs. Garwood. Judge Beamer says, okay, any written communication with this person? Mr. Fletcher said, yes, I've had emails with him. Okay, is it in the, it would be a work product, Your Honor. It would be a work product. You were co-counsel together? No, he represents an opposing. He represents Miss Garwood. Okay. So Miss Garwood was a ward and Mr. Robo was the guardian. Mr. Fletcher says I think he's come on the case after she got her rights back. I think so. Judge Beamer says, okay. Mr. Fletcher says, I don't think he was on the case before she got her rights back. Judge Beamer says, okay. So Mr. Fletcher, you're claiming work product with any communication with Mr. Ropo? Yes, Your Honor. Okay. What about Susan Whitney? I do not know who she is. Stephen Fuldosa, another defendant. Yes, he's my client. Okay. In a divorce case, I represented him, I think, in an injunction. I don't know. I've represented him a couple of injunctions. Judge Beamer says, okay, but he's a former client of yours, so there would be attorney-client privilege in the communications potentially. Mr. Fletcher says, I think Ms. Federicos filed an injunction against him, and I represented him in that injunction. Okay.
Your Honor, if I.
And I also represent him right now in his divorce. I'm also represented him in two more injunctions that have nothing to do with at least two more injunctions. Excuse me. There was an injunction in the divorce case. Then there was an injunction in divorce in Osceola County, where there's an Orange County injunction that was filed. That I represented him. It had nothing to do with Ms. Federicos. It had to do with his current wife, I guess, because they're not divorced. Okay, Ms. Federicos?
Yes, Your Honor. He was actually my client, and I received, prior to my withdrawal, I received a text from him stating that there's an attorney that really dislikes you that is willing to represent me for free if I go up after you. And he was very vocal. I have the texts, the text messages. And then Mr. Fletcher did not know who this person was. And the next, he knew, he did not know. And
my mother died. My mother didn't die.
My mother did not die. My child just fell down. My case just fell down. Did not know who this person was. And the next thing I know is 2 weeks later, he's representing him, which was very ironic considering I received the text message. So what I'm referring to is unprivileged unprivileged information because clearly Mr. Fletcher had a conversation with him when I was representing him, and this was not the only client that Mr. Fletcher had done this with. So I'm asking
Okay.
for the communications way ahead of ourselves, okay?
Okay.
Wait,
well,
no,
we're-
sorry, you
okay,
jumped.
well, we're
I
getting-
did. I jumped.
That's fine.
For the
We're getting
communications
way-
that would not be privileged.
Okay. Well, we're getting way ahead of ourselves. Okay.
Okay,
I'm here on very limited
got it.
focused inquiry. So, Mr. Fletcher, do you have any non-privileged communication with Mr. Folidoso? No, Your Honor, because if a client calls me up, okay, and talks to me, okay, that was not going to be written communications, and they tell me that they're dissatisfied with any lawyer, regardless of whether it's Mrs. Federigos, that's attorney-client privilege right there. We all know how divorce cases work. Many people, many clients call you up and complain about their lawyer and to get a second opinion. Judge Beamer says, okay. The fact that Mr. Folidoso said something to Miss Federigos, that's not my communication with Mr. Folidoso. Okay, so Miss Federigos, I'm going to sustain Mr. Fletcher's objection to the written communication with Mr. Folidoso. I find that all communication that they've had, because they're in his attorney-client privilege, is privileged communication. So I'm not going to require any production from Mr. Fletcher to you with respect to any communication with Mr. Folidoso, all right? Kyle Fletcher, that's himself. Mia Taylor. Mr. Fletcher, do you know who Mia Taylor is? No, Your Honor. Okay. Melanie Corksall? No, Your Honor. Douglas Keegan? Yes, Your Honor. Okay, who's Douglas Keegan to you? Once again, he's... I represent the guardian of Douglas Keegan, who now has his rights back. Douglas Keegan and I are in litigation. He's been arrested. He's in Seminole County Jail. Yes, Mr. Keegan is in Seminole County Jail. The same Mr. Keegan that Lips got worked on getting released by doing some really shady crap. An alleged victim of crime from Douglas Keegan. So Mr. Keegan and I's communication will probably be written, or she's got every other. Ms. Federigos has represented Mr. Keegan, so you know Mr. Keegan's communications that I had with him is being prosecuted with. I think Ms. Federigos was on those emails of those, so Mr. Keegan's, and I do not email back and forth. Judge Beamer says, okay, Ms. Federigos, help me with Mr. Keegan.
Mr. Keegan. I'm not. I had an attorney representing me for this particular request to produce, and I think he just did a blanket, as far as like a list of people. So I'm not really concerned about Mr. Keegan with Mr. Fletcher.
And Judge Beamer says, okay, so you withdraw letter N?
Yeah.
A request for Mr. Keegan. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm not sure. So I'll let him go through them, but
okay.
Yeah.
Elliot Bernstein, Mr. Fletcher. Don't know them, but it sounds like a movie star's name, but I know an Ellen, but okay. Ellen Bernstein, I guess, is somebody, but I don't know that person. Troy Taylor. Do not know Troy Taylor. Kara Burling. I do not know Miss Burling. Albert Gonzalez. I do not know him. Jamie Binion. I do not know Jamie Binion. Okay, Andrew Promps, phonetic. That's your lawyer, right, Miss Federigos? Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that was he was added to this list before he came on as co-counsel.
So do you still, are you?
No, I don't. I don't need that. No.
All right. So withdrawn from letter T is Mr. Props, Stephanie Willis. Mr. Fletcher, do you know who that is? No, Your Honor. And any other person you recognize or believe to be current or past client of Leslie Ann Federigos or Leslie Ann Law PA. If anybody else, and they've called me, some people have, but no one's been retained me. No. Okay, all right. Number 4, any document in the format which you've received from any sources about refers to or any mentions of Ms. Federico's of the firm. Anything exist? Well, what's a document? Because I told you people text messages me. I don't know if I have the text messages, but most of those things would have been in her possession because almost everything that everybody sends me are productions she's done on social media. Including her own videos and things of that nature that she's produced on YouTube, etc. So, you know, if it's, here's the way I look at it. If it's out there in social media and somebody sends it to me, I don't know why I would be asked to produce something that she generated. Oh, your mom. Can you and Rosalind read my question, please? I'm a bit confused.
I didn't see it, Mom.
I didn't see it, Mom.
Hang on, Mom.
Type
sorry.
it in.
I've been trying to, like, you know, go back and forth.
Type it in, your mom, and I'll wait till I see what your question is. We were looking at the document. I'm so
Mom's
sorry
doing
about
thumbs
that.
up instead of the middle finger, so it's good. She's not too bad.
Okay. I'll wait for a second.
Yeah, Mom. Sorry about that.
Definitely.
I was trying to find it.
Sometimes it's easier if you retype it, so that way I know exactly what it is. I can wait for a second. It happens. It happens whenever we get into these.
Oh, I think I see it.
Back.
Well, she's talking about the billboard.
Can one
bandit.
of my friends please let me? Oh, okay. So if I am right. Okay, I see that one.
If you scroll back, she talks about
There
the
it is.
billboard bandit.
Okay, so this must be where the references to Billboard Bandit came from, right? I haven't been in Shizzy streams for a while. References to the Billboard Bandit.
Well, Billboard Bandit is the guy that's propositioning anybody who can upload a video of the billboard that he ordered and has in place just north of the villages. He said, and okay, this is just between us, chat.
Okay.
He said he will not share the video that was shared with him. He wants people to come out publicly. So somebody, oh shit, did you hear that? Oh, that's a fucking gun. Damn. Did you hear that?
Yeah, is that your where's your man?
He's asleep. That's a fucking gunshot. Holy shit.
Shotgun or
that was a
pistol?
shotgun.
Or was
Single
it
action.
Fireworks?
It was not fireworks. No, trust me. I've lived down in Big D long enough that I can tell the difference.
Okay.
That's really sad. No, that was a full yeah, we've got a lot of gang activity. It's initiation time. It's a new school year. Yada yada.
That's right.
So billboard guy. Let's move back to something more entertaining.
Yes.
Billboard guy. He wants people to be, you know, as forward facing as can be, and he has offered $250 for anybody who's willing to share a video publicly online of the billboard that he has purchased. Well, he owns. He claims he owns it. So I have had communications with him, and his plans are fascinating and fun.
Fascinating.
But
like
I've
that.
yet to see any receipts, and I've, you know, but he has asked me to be confidential, and I'm not going to share any specifics that he asked me not to, but I won't share anything until I have receipts either. So there's that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No need to.
Yeah. Yeah. That was exciting.
Oh.
Okay. I'm sorry about that, guys.
No,
I mean,
that's fine.
I know
That's
some of you
perfect.
guys aren't used to hearing that, but I live near downtown Dallas. We hear that a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. She'll be fine. She'll be fine.
I'm fine. It didn't hit the house.
So this is really interesting, including her own videos and things of that nature. So she's produced on YouTube. So, you know, if it's the way I look at it, if it's out there on social media and someone sends it to me, I don't know why I would be asked to produce something that she generated.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's I mean, that's valid, but also that would be something, especially if he's not paying any attention to it. Like, you have to understand, most attorneys don't pay attention to social media. They really don't care. Like, I can say that about my wife. She does not really care about social media.
Yeah, no, my husband, no, the Duke doesn't either. I mean, like, he laughs about a lot of stuff. I mean, he has fun because he met you guys.
Yeah.
He does have fun with it because of that, but he's like, he has zero interest in, like, I'm talking about the Donna Adelson trial, and he's like, no, I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if I try talking about this with my wife, she's just like, I really don't care. These people sound like they've got some serious issues.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. No, I get it.
So he asked Miss Federigos. Miss Federigos?
Oh my. This is one of the allegations is conspiracy. I mean, totally. And clearly, Mr. Fletcher would not know of any of my clients or who my clients were had it not been for my paralegal, and how somehow them getting into for anybody to be calling him. And if somebody's sending him things about me, that would establish some knowledge or information. Or, I mean, I don't know why anybody would be sending Mr. Fletcher information about me. That again goes to the relationship and the communication in which case I plan to prove conspiracy to torturously,
I love it.
No, she didn't. She didn't. Okay, I'm gonna pull it together. Put it together.
How you doing?
Torturously interfere with my business.
All right, Mr. Fletcher, you're going to have to get that together. I'll do an in-camera review. Put it on. Like I said, Your Honor, I don't know how I would get together text messages that I may or may not have kept on my phone. And once, if they exist, once again, they would be, you know, I don't know how to do this. Miss Federigos has the videos of herself talking about working at the Rachel's, and you know,
Your Honor,
or her life story that got me. Here's the thing is, if someone sends me a video and a text message that says, did you see what Miss Federigos what Leslie Law posted? She just posted something about working at Rachel's and being on drugs and
I don't appreciate it.
Attempting self-deletion.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, hang on.
Okay, can I hit pause for a second?
Yes.
Rachel's? Are you freaking kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Little listeners, go and Google that. I'm not going to say it. Google it.
Yeah, just Google Rachel's. What town is that in?
Mm-hmm. just no, you don't even have to. Just Rachel's, Florida. You don't even have to get specific.
Don't appreciate it. Attempting self-deletion.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, hang on. That's my point is, Judge, I'm trying to say is, how is that relevant to defamatory?
It is.
Hold on, Ms. Federigos. Hold on. Okay, go ahead. Your argument is relevance. Yes, I don't know how that's relevant to defamatory if she's published something and I receive it via someone else. That's almost like asking me to produce whatever she's put out there on social media because I saw it. Okay, if someone else sends me like I said, a text message, you've seen this video yet? That's almost impossible for me to meet. Like I said, she's the generator of what was sent to me. So she has whatever, and I don't have everything out there on her, obviously, but if she's got, well, she knows what she's posted. Okay. But now, like I said, I don't know how it's relevant because I didn't. That would not be something that would be defamatory within the parameters of this case. If she said something like that, she's admitted to doing something. Did just something happen there? Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Anyway, so I don't know how I'm going to be able to go back in time and go through my phone, which I may or may not have from other people sending stuff to me regarding what they saw about her on the internet. I just want to say that this makes complete and utter sense because, okay, here's the thing.
Lover boy.
So if you post a video on the internet and I send that video to, I just use Megan Fox, for example. I send that video to Megan Fox and say, did you see what Rosalind just posted on the internet?
How dare you?
Now, how would that be defamatory towards you?
Well, how dare you?
How dare you? That's the point he's making. It's just like, that makes no sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, also, but Rachel's.
Well, that's not me.
Okay. Listen, people, listen. There's some spaces that, you know, the reputations precede themselves. And
adults
let's face
doing
it.
what adults do.
Adulting, and hey, you know what? You're going through a midlife crisis. You want to have a little fun. You get your yayas out, and your ha-has out. Whatever, it's fine. I don't care.
Yep.
However, you're an attorney, so maybe you don't.
Yeah.
Maybe you say no.
No. Just no. Judge Beamer. All right. So Miss Federigos.
Listen. Yes, Chucky.
This...
Listen, people. Listen. Exactly.
No, we paid to keep her close. Oh, you guys are so bad. Okay, right. So Miss Federigos.
Chat is blowing it up.
They're so good. No, one would put it up on a billboard advertisement in Times Square, in my opinion. Yeah, but if you own the billboard, that's even better. All right, so Ms. Federigos, how is this relevant to the injunction? Because really, the discovery is expedited for the injunction purposes. So just go.
No, I don't. No, I understand. Part of what I have to prove for the injunction, and that's why in my motion, I reiterated again the legal analysis of what I have to prove. I do have to prove the elements as well. If you go to paragraph 2 where it says issues to be tried as followed, it specifically states that everything that I have to be able to prove during that hearing, and part of that is the communication, that intentional communication with only people that he would have gotten. Again, she's using gotten, because again, I'm alleging conspiracy. Conspiracy. He would have only gotten, I'm going to fucking punch her in the mouth. He would have only gotten that through my paralegal. He would not have known. It's ironic that all of a sudden, all my clients, my former clients, somehow get into contact with him. And if somebody, I'm not the whatever emails were sent, I'm not taking those for purposes
of defamation.
It's the connection, and to prove that this has been my intentional gathering of people that have been in contact with communication with each other to concoct the scheme to ruin my reputation, my business, my life, my children, their children, and all the other children's. And I would like to know, whether, because that also links to proving that my paralegal had given people Mr. Fletcher's information, because there's no way that ironically Mr. Fletcher all of a sudden comes into contact with all of my former clients at the same time. So what? So it's relevant. It's relevant to proving other defendants in this lawsuit and their involvement, and how Mr. Fletcher came into contact with certain people from my firm that he would not have known otherwise.
Oh my God. Oh my God. She is so
It's like,
oh my gosh, maybe not. We just I think I may have to cut here for a minute because this is just too fucking ridiculous. Oh my God. Oh.
Almost Boomercraft. He was not a pole dancer, pole bender.
Oh, gifted 10 memberships. And you know what that means?
Welcome to the shit show.
Welcome, maybe
Every
not. Thank
single
you.
day. A new flavor of fuckery. Cause everybody's such you see in their dollar bag of rocks. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, baller, dash, poppycock, politics, and fuckery.
We do it all over again.
Oh my God. Oh
Okay,
my God.
Shizzy, you know when
Yes.
I asked you to send me that song so I could share it with my offspring?
Yes.
I shared it.
I know. It's awesome.
There's a whole crew of sailors that listen to that every single day.
I love it. I love it.
And did you know that song ignites an entire playlist of some tomfoolery that you will just die listening to?
I love it. I love
It's so
it.
good. It's
I am
so good.
I'm so happy that it just makes it awesome.
I'm just picturing them all in their Cracker Jacks. I know that's not what they wear to work, but at the same time, I love the idea of it.
and then them all just going singing along with it.
Yes, the Cracker Jacks kill me.
Oh my God. Oh my God. So this particular hearing that just happened to be transcribed, which shows the kind of things that she gets up to, and sort of gives you an idea of what her thinking is in these kinds of things. And I will say most likely, and I have no proof of this, is one of the reasons why she pulled all of that information down off the internet. Or tried to. Or tried to. But she doesn't realize that all of that was saved, backed up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be used against her. And she knows it. And she's going to try to get all of that discharged from being shown.
Mm-hmm.
That is
discharge.
Phrasing.
Just shame on you. She's so unaware how bad of an attorney she is, for fuck's sake. That's true. That's absolutely true. It's that complete unawareness of what she's doing, what she's done, and all that stuff is going to get shown in court. Which, it's going to be.
Is it unawareness or is it intentional infliction of harm?
It might be. I mean, there is that little part of her that sort of feels that
Seems
pain,
like
I
it's a
guess.
common thread through all of these things. It's this play against I'm abusive, but also, I this couldn't be. That was never my intention. But it's always there.
It's
always there.
Every single bit of it. Backed up and discharged in the same sentence.
Ew.
Ew.
Well, some people like it like that, I guess.
Yes. on the page where I'm at.
It's all about where you apply the pressure.
You're so bad, Rosalind.
I'm sorry, I didn't say that. I'll see myself out.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. Everybody, this has been glorious. Let me pop up on screen
Well,
here.
thank you for inviting me.
No, this was perfect because having that voice there just really made it all that much better.
Well, I'm not as good as Tug at impersonating Leslie.
Well, and you know, ladies that use the vocal fry, and that's part of their speech. To me, and you know, sorry if it offends anybody, but to me, it sounds like you're trying to fart through your throat. That's what it sounds like.
Every time I hear someone use a vocal fry, I believe in my heart of hearts, it's a masking of a lie.
I can see that. Or they
So every single time I hear it, I'm like, what are you lying about?
Right. I can see that. Well, or whenever they're making a statement where they make a statement as a question.
Oh, when they sing song it.
Yeah.
And I was at the grocery store.
Yeah.
And while I was there, I bought some push-up pops. Maybe? And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yes. Well, I think it's okay for an ADA protected person to make jokes about another ADA protected individual. No. I mean, you have to understand what ADA protection means. ADA protection is for like workplace stuff.
Well,
It's
but
for
also, but I think
Americans with
what people
disabilities.
can, conflate that with is, somebody who is less fortunate that's the conflation, in my opinion. And let's be very clear. I would never, and I don't think you would or anybody else I know would ever go after somebody who had an impediment of any kind.
No.
I will go after people who use it as an excuse.
Yes. Well, and here's the thing. If you look up case laws on these kinds of things about someone wanting to claim, well, I have bipolar disorder. And I'll just use that as an example because that's one of the most recent things that I've heard. That still doesn't get you out or excuse bad behavior.
No.
You're still going to be held accountable for that.
Yeah.
You know, now say, for example, if you're in a wheelchair and you run over someone's toe, if you're not doing it intentionally, that's one thing. If you do it intentionally, you're going to get in trouble for assault. It doesn't exclude you from it. Does that make sense?
I do, but I don't know who Aaron Dub 7 is, but
what Aaron Dub said is a fart through the throat a thart? The ecosystem will shart themselves when all the lines about thart are revealed.
I can't. I don't know who you are, but I love you.
I love it, Aaron. I love it. The T-shirt is awesome. Polly fucked.
I'm just gonna die right now.
Thank you, Aaron Dub, for
I'll die happy.
You've won it tonight. You've won it tonight. It deals with business, Mark, and sure, they're handicapped accessible. Well, yeah, that's what ADA, would mean, that you can't discriminate.
Well, sure. That's the technicality of ADA accessibility, compliance. What do you
right?
How most people interpret it. There's something about Florida attorneys that think ADA protection is it's like kryptonite to the courts. And I don't know what it is, and I might need to investigate it.
It's because there's a bunch of old people there that might not be able to.
It can't just be that. It can't just be that. It seems to be like a failsafe. Like all of the fakers run from it. They run from it. So it must have more power than we realize with Florida courts. Or maybe it's just demented minds. I'm not sure. It seems to be a consistent.
I mean, if your mother is also your aunt and your cousin, does that mean that?
Well, I am my own grandpa.
I am my own grandpa. Just totally.
So there's that.
I think Jay may be poached. I'm not sure yet. That's a possibility.
Oh no, he's not poached. He's paired. He's been
paired.
pickled. He's a pickled pear.
He's a pickled pear. Or prickled pear, one of the two.
It's a prickly pear.
No, I am poached.
Not yet. Not yet. It's not wedding night.
It's not wedding night.
Can't be prickled.
Everybody have a wonderful evening. And what is today? Wednesday?
Right. It's
Thursday's
a
going to be an
Wednesday.
interesting day. Thursday's
4
gonna
more
be
days of what the fuck.
Yes. In Balderdash and Poppycock. Peace, y'all.
Oh, you thought I was done, bless your heart, but I'm still living rent-free, it's a work of art. Call me daddy, call me nut, call me the goat. You're paddling upstream while I'm running this boat. You say, I don't care, yet you're glued to the screen. Caught up in my glow while you stay unseen. Your shade's like a breeze, it's barely a draft. Meanwhile, I'm the Picasso of roasting your ass. You say you're over me, oh how cute, but here I am, still the star of your loop. You're my biggest fans, don't even deny, so grab some popcorn when daddy goes live. Call me daddy, yeah, shout it loud. King of your thoughts, I'm making you proud. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, headline act. Your background noise, and that's just a fact. Let's face the score. You hate that you love me, but you keep wanting more. You're like a dog chasing cars, you don't know why. But here you are, barking while I touch the sky. Your comments are gold, such comedy gold. Who hurt you? Oh wait, it's me, I'm told. You're keeping tabs like an unpaid intern while I'm cashing checks. When will you learn? Your timeline's a shrine to every move I make. I'd say thanks, but you're a nasty skank. Oh, Shizzy's washed up. Yeah, sure, Jan, yet here I am, the centerpiece of your plan. You hate watch my stream like it's Oscar night, but guess what, kiddos? I'm still shining bright. Call me daddy. Send in your bread, I'm still rent-free in your effing head. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy on your brain. I'm your mental landlord, you can't complain. Let's keep it real. You hate that I'm winning, but you love how it feels. Oh, I'm sorry, did I break your streak? You tried to ignore me for like half a week, but daddy's too spicy, you can't look away. I'm the train wreck you need every single day. So while you're out there with your plastic clout, I'm here sipping coffee watching you freak out. You're irrelevant, wow, what a take. Now go rewatch my vids while I count how much I make. I count how much I make. Call me daddy, yeah, own it now. I'm reading your brain and you don't know how. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, let's set the bar. I'm the constellation, you're a burned out star. Embrace your role, cause I'm the main character. You're just an old ragged ass, burned out troll. So that's your bedtime story, kids tucked in sweet and snug. Shizzy Daddy's forever, you lose and you're stuck in the mud. Now say goodnight to Papa Nut, your mental pain. Oh wait, you will see me tomorrow's agenda, will see me tomorrow. Same obsession, same effing thing.